They run for the first time with Javonte Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Williams going to get it again on second down. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
And finally out of bounds, just a few yards short of the goal line at the 3. A big play there on the catch and run. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for first and goal. Williams. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
It looks like they quit hitting the snooze button on their alarm there. Finally a sign of life from this defense. They've been fairly passive on this opening drive. Now able to stand up on first and goal, and they sent that play backwards.
Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And that will get out of bounds. Lucky there. They keep possession inside the 5. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
On third and goal, Wilson being chased out left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Russell Wilson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. McManus's point after is good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, and they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 51 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's a give to Dobbins. Into the secondary again. He's at the 30. 10. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. The CD, I mean, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs, and that one certainly fell into the latter category, and that deserves a couple exclamation points.
I think defensively, when you look at a play like that, that's when everyone looks at their teammates and starts shaking their heads a little bit, because now you're wondering, what are we in for? Worked all week to try and limit the big play ability that he possesses, and he winds up taking one to the house in the very first quarter. That was a tremendous run.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing, because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Forced out to his left. And that's complete. Albert Okwuegbunam. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. He'll get that complete to Albert O. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A big play there on the catch and run.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half, as they'll stop him behind the line. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. That's complete. Okwuegbunam. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. So the pitch and catch good for 11, and it'll be 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Out to his left. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. So they'll trudge off the field with a bitter taste in their mouths after that failed 4th down conversion.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of analysis there on the sidelines. Was it the right call? Was it against the right defense? Should they have even gone for it at all? Will that change what they do going forward in this game? A lot of questions to be answered by them. The defense doesn't really care. They're like, bring it on again. We'll stop you the next time, too.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. 122 yards rushing for him, as he has been tough to stop here this first half. They go play action with Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
Not sure I agreed with the decision to go for it, but I definitely agreed with his decision to run it. He picked up that big first down. I think he let his head coach off the hook.
That's what I was just going to say. If there's anybody more happy than the quarterback picking it up, it's the coach that saw him pick it up. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. Into the secondary, past the 40. As he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football in the backfield? To be able to get him in the 2nd round, that's what I call a steal.
They'll run. It's Dobbins. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
As a former defender, I can feel their sigh of relief after that one because when he breaks out of the pocket and you face a mobile quarterback, he causes all kind of problems in your secondary. They were able to force that incompletion.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. They go play action now. Jackson. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. Flushed out right. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a 1st down. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the 2nd quarter. 14-7. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
And I have to think that the Ravens are going to continue to find ways to get J.K. Dobbins the ball, and even more in the passing game this year. Just 18 catches as a rookie a year ago. Would not be surprised to see that number at least double in 2021.
Play action. It's Jackson. Sliding out of the pocket. 1st down and more for Jackson. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Well, we've seen Jackson already have success in the first half running the football, and he gets good yardage on the ground again there. I mean, I know it's a $64,000 question, CD, but how do they contain him better?
You have to win against the blockers ahead of you.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year, as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, check. Hey, Mike. Hey, no, switch the mic right here. We go Mike 40, Mike 40. I don't even know why this team showed up.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Hits his running back, Melvin Gordon. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. To throw is Wilson. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Wilson, he'll let this go deep for Sutton. And this is taken in at the 5. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Second down and goal. Wilson dancing to his left. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Russell Wilson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Broncos are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his 2nd extra point here in the first half. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
Both these teams getting a chance to dry out, maybe change their cleats if need be. But halftime's just about over. Time to get back to it. And for the call of the second half, here's Brandon Gaudin.
Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
Here's the backup now, the former Badger, Melvin Gordon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. Play action. Now Wilson. Calais Campbell able to finally wrestle him down for what's just going to be a huge loss, and it takes us to 4th down as well. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4. This is intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll run with Dobbins. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. 153 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Second and goal from the 1. They'll try to pound it in with Ricard. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Throwing is Jackson. They'll roll him out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this 3rd quarter. 4th down, here's Jackson. Steps away. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Bronco defense comes up big. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Hey, we got 3, three down. Check 3, check 3.
They run it again with Williams. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
On 1st down, Williams. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. He'll go up top here for Hamler. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a big play there for the Broncos. On first down, Wilson. Buying time to his left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on first down. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. From midfield now, here's Wilson. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
On third down, Wilson rolling to his right. This pass caught by Hamler. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on third down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
Being chased out left. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. It's caught on the right side, Williams. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. A give to Williams, running right. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Throwing is Wilson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it. One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. They're going to run the jet sweep on third down. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. On the move to his left. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th, and the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful. Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs. Keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Dobbins running out of the gun. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Baron Browning, the one who brought him down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Another run here with Dobbins. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Now it's Jackson. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Jackson from the shotgun. He'll buy some time right. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And this one is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. They'll run on 1st down. Williams. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Marcus Peters up to make the tackle.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Rolling to his left. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now. Here's Wilson. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Tyus Bowser with a pick. And the Ravens have just about sewn up this football game. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll go again with Dobbins. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Past the 20. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. So what was already a game to remember becomes even more so as that touchdown run, a lengthy one, takes him over 200 yards now for the game.
And I love the fact that to get over 200, it took a pretty good sprint, didn't it? I mean, a lot of times you get 1 or 2 yards and, oh, he's over 200 yards. But that really put an exclamation point on the game he's having. Fantastic. A lot of fun to watch.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 2nd and 7. Here's Wilson. Flush to his right. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Ravens are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. And a productive gain out to the 14 after starting at the 7. It's a gain of 7. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Well, that's complete to the fullback, Ricard. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. Well, a clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Michael O.J. Mudia. And the Broncos are right back in this football game. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Let's bring it. Mike 40, check, he's coming.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is dropped it incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone as time has run out on this ball game. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No.